Hello and welcome to the Morning Market Call. I'm Greg Lee. Joining me is Victor Monreal, a first-year MBA here at BYU. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it.
Now, your last name literally means my king, so can I refer to you that way?
Absolutely.
Cool? All right,
That's
awesome.
great.
This week we're talking about tech, so we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the phones that are out there right now, specifically the Android platform. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, there are actually 20 different Android phones carried by 59 different carriers right now. Android has captured 3.5% of the cell phone market. So Android is kind of the big new thing in handsets right now.
Sure. Now, which phones specifically are the biggest ones within the Android market?
The big ones right now are, of course, Verizon's Droid. You've also got T-Mobile's Click, which is also by Motorola. A lesser-known cousin of the Droid, the HTC Droid, and then just released this within the last 2 weeks is the Nexus One by Google.
Okay. So the question, I think, on everyone's mind, is one of these phones the iPhone killer?
Well, that's an interesting question. One of the phones definitely feels more like a murder weapon than a handset,
okay.
And that is the Droid. When I tested it out in the store, it feels like a small metal brick in your hand. It's very pointy, it's a little bit heavier, very square, very hard. So the commercials touting it as not a princess are right on cue.
Okay. And then the Nexus One is the most recent one, right? The new Google phone that also HTC has created, correct?
Well, the Nexus One is, yes, it's created by HTC, but it is a Google-branded phone.
Right.
Google came out with the software as well as having the Android platform.
Okay.
So it's completely Google.
Excellent. And it seamlessly integrates with all of Google's, Gmail and whatnot, so it's ready to roll. But isn't Verizon a little bit upset with Google bringing out their own after the Droid so recently launched?
Well, Verizon spent $100 million in marketing to get the Droid out there in people's hands, and it's been successful. The estimates as of the end of November were that 700 to 800,000 Droids have already been moved. Now, are they upset? They definitely could be. But when you look at the price point of the Nexus One, it's really prohibitive. $529 if you buy it directly from Google, if you want to use it on any network other than T-Mobile.
Okay.
If you get it on T-Mobile, it's $179 with a 2-year contract. But then you're looking at switching costs for a lot of people that are already with other providers. So maybe not as big of an insult as some people would make it out to be.
Okay, interesting. So tell me a little bit, where is this industry going? What's going to be happening with the Android?
Well, one of the most interesting quotes that I read was by the CEO of Motorola, of the cell phones at least, and he was saying that their plans are to take the Android platform and start taking it to lower-end phones. And what that could mean is a classic case of disruptive innovation, where the Android platform moves from being a high-end product only available to people willing to pay premium prices, going down to just everyday users.
Sure.
who have smaller needs. And so you could really see expansion of the Android platform. Now, where this is critical, Greg, is that Google is an advertising company, and so they want to shape the future of advertising on handset devices. And so by getting their platform out there, they're really trying to establish themselves in that area.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today. We really appreciate you having you on the show, Victor. And we want to thank definitely our viewers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Morning Market Call.
The Morning Market Call is a production of the Marion School of Business at Brigham Young University and is made possible by generous donations from Larry Patcherson and Gary Williams. This webcast was produced by Greg Lee, Tim Hart, Julie Kellett, and Jonathan Marugi.